things getting awfully chippy between the commissioners of the Power Four conferences, particularly Greg Sankey and, well, the Big 12 and ACC. I guess we got to talk about it. Looks like it may be war.
You know what, guys? In a nice way, y'all. We don't give a shit.
Good evening. Welcome back to Hall of Fame College Football with Jason and the coach. I'm your host, Jason Watkins. He's the coach, Phillip Roybal. And if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame College Football. Welcome to the show, everybody. Check in when you get in. Ryan Sandlin, welcome in. First 2 in. Good. Coach, how's it going tonight, man? It's been a long day.
It's going, man. It has, hasn't it? It has.
It kind of has.
But you know what? It's coming on here that really kind of makes the day.
Oh yeah, man. I love it.
Talking about what you love.
No shortage of good shit to talk about. Now, obviously, it's been it's turning a little chippy, man. It's turning a little chippy around college football. I don't really know fucking why. I mean, they got more money than they can shake a stick at. They're making more money year after year. They're bitching about players and what they can do and not do. But today, Sankey kind of started taking shots back at the Big 12 and ACC, who have kind of been firing salvos over that way, in his direction for the last few weeks. I think it's pretty easy to sit here and just take the side of the ACC, the Big 12, whoever. We kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but here's the thing: what he said this morning wasn't exactly wrong.
No.
He said, you know what I mean? It's like, in essence, when he said, "Look, I don't need a lecture on what's best for the game of college football." Just like I don't need to give out lectures for what's best for the game of college football, but he essentially said,
but he does anyway.
Well, he kind of does. But he said, look, do you think it was us that wanted a 12-team playoff? Do you think it was us that wanted a 16-team playoff? Because it isn't.
No.
And that's where I have to say, he ain't wrong.
No.
Oh, I mean,
Sankey is correct.
I mean, if you look at it, they have 4 in if they have a 14 playoff this year. They have 2 in, and the Big Ten has 2 in. So the Big 2 would have been the playoff. I think everybody enjoyed the playoff, even though it was seeded shitty.
Yes, it was.
But I think that the playoff, I don't know. There's a couple of, I get why people are worried and upset. We have said a bunch of times, Coach, that you can't cut off 75% of the country from your party and expect people to give a shit about it.
You cannot. And if they do get there, it's going to be a sad day for college football.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, hell, you hadn't been on the show though since they switched the college football playoff, and hell, it works out for Notre Dame like a fucking perfectly in this straight seeding.
Oh hell yeah! They just rubber stamped Notre Dame not going to the conference, and it's looks like we're getting to the point where we could even be getting away from conference championships. And the importance of them. I mean, it could go that deep.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to go. They're talking a lot of okay, so because you're getting all this blowback, right? There's a couple of different ways they're going to go. If they're not going to give the SEC and the Big Ten their 4 qualifiers, which, by the way, would be the max amount of qualifiers they could get, according to what Sankey said this morning. I was under the impression that it would be 4 AQs, but you could also get, at large teams as well. So you might get 5 some years or something like that, right?
Right,
That's
right.
not the case, apparently. So it is just 4. That limits them out.
Well, it depends on what format they decide to go with. I mean, because
Right.
there's some they're looking at some different things, and I know that. Let's see what, because I was writing some of this stuff down earlier. Uh, because when you look at one of the for the 16 team format, they have one that would be 4-4-3-3-1-1, and they have another option that could possibly be 4-4-2-2-1-3.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's nothing locked in yet, obviously.
Well, yeah, and I was hearing that they were basically talking about if they ended up, you would only have one. Just the conference champions would be auto qualified if they don't do it the way they want. So that would mean 11 teams. Here's the catchy part. Here's the part that if you're a Big 12 fan or an ACC fan, hold on to your ass, because let me tell you, I've told you all along, I'm not in agreement with this. I think auto qualifiers are fucking dumb.
Yep.
Essentially, especially when you get 16, you're talking about a 16 team playoff. I think auto qualifiers are dumb. If you're going to do it as a conference championship thing, fine, right? Those teams get in, no problem. I like it and it would be in straight seeding apparently. So here's the deal. What's better for the Big 12 and the ACC? To get 2 teams in for sure every year, or to roll the dice and see how many you get every year?
Well, it's they need to assure too. I
Why?
think
Why is that?
because they're both pretty shitty conferences right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get me started on that. And now Neilio's on, so he's gonna hear me talking more shit about the Big 12. But they need to take 2 and move on if they want.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for
I
you.
just, I tell you what, I just, to me, I hate all this 4-4-3-3, 4-4-2, all that shit. I hate it. I'll be honest. I say take the best. If you're going to have 16 teams, take the poll.
Take the best
and go
fucking
16.
teams for fuck's sake, man. Lane Kiffin said
That's
it too.
it.
Thank God. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, and let's quit letting committees decide who's in and who's out. And, just good grief. Come on, man. Get the best
There's
16.
got to be a better way, right? There's got to be a
And,
better way with this shit.
and Neilio, at least with 16, if you take the best 16, you might have a Big 12 team in.
Just couldn't help yourself, huh?
Neilio, I'm teasing you, man. I love you, and
He ain't fucking teasing you. He ain't
no,
teasing.
I am teasing about that because they're good enough. They're going to get somebody in.
Yeah.
But again, I just don't like all that bullshit of 4-4-3-3-2-1. I mean, take the best damn teams there and let's go. And if you want to bitch about, well, damn, we were 17th and we did this and we did that. You know what?
Well,
Hey, you're always going to have that. I don't care where you draw the line in the sand. you're always going to have somebody left out, somebody bitching and moaning and complaining. So
Yeah. Well, listen, and that's where you start getting a little concerned. Is like you know. Well, I don't know if you were watching any of that on Saturday, but Matt Rule he's right up there next to Lincoln as the softest motherfucker in the country.
He's a crybaby.
Talking about 40 teams. Let's get as many teams as we can so our team will get in. What in the hell? Half-ass mother flicker. It made me sick to stay. But
what conference is he in?
The Big Ten. Why in the world? And I'll tell you something. Here's the thing. And there's a lot to this shit, man. I just got to say, you got everybody that's screaming and throwing a shit fit. Never mind the fact that the SEC plays the toughest conference, the toughest schedule in the country already. They're screaming about that 9th conference game, just like they scream about Notre Dame in a damn conference, period. Right? They want to yell about that. But here's the thing. You already play a tougher schedule than anybody else. You already have a bunch of non-conference games that go on between Power 4 opponents, rivalry games, things like that. Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. Miami's getting in on the action with Florida lately. Oklahoma could theoretically go back to Oklahoma. Yeah, never mind that. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying. But there's a lot of shit going on. And here's the thing. You didn't go by the seedings last year, so therefore you left out a team. And I'm not saying whether or not Alabama deserved to be in over. I think they were better than Indiana. I think they were better than SMU and more deserving than SMU. I'd say the same thing about Ole Miss. I'd have to say the same thing about Ole Miss. No, there's just no two ways around it. In the end, and you know what we think about the G5. It is what it is. The point is, when you left them out, when you left their 4th out of there, and you made it clear that wins was more important than strength of schedule, then you get what you get now, because they want to make sure that they're getting the proper amount of teams in that, because it should be by strength of schedule. And here's the thing. If you did it by strength of schedule and you do these automatic qualifiers, now you're going to get them to get that 9th game just like you want them to. Yeah. And you don't have to whine and bitch and cry about all your little and play the Sisters of the Poor in the non-conference, because it's not going to help you any. It's going to hurt you if you do it.
It'll hurt you. Exactly.
Right? It's just, you don't, just because you might lose that game doesn't necessarily, and you get to stop hearing these soft ass coaches whining about, why in the world would I play a non-conference hard game? Because
why do I want to play Notre Dame?
You should have some balls here. But this game is supposed to be about challenging each other.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I've never heard so many of these guys acting like bitches.
Yeah, I hear you. And it makes me want to throw up. It really does.
It's insanity, dude.
Damn crybabies. I hope all them crybabies don't win another damn game.
Yeah, look, and I know you do, Neil, and he is messing with you, really. But I agree with Sooner in Texas here. At some point, you have to realize, and look, I don't know that it's not a better deal for the ACC and the Big 12 to make sure they do get those teams in.
I agree.
Suck it up, Buttercup, because more than likely, if you go to a 4 or a 5 and 11, basically 5 teams that are conference champions, one of them being a G5, and then the other 4, they're auto in, but then you've got 11, qualifiers that are just at large bids. I'm telling you, it's going to be shaky some years, especially in a league like the Big 12, that everybody is really close to each other. There's not a whole ton
they kill
separating
each
first
other.
and last in that damn division.
Yes,
In
that's
that
exactly
conference.
right. They kill each other.
Yep.
Well, and I tell you what, I've thought a lot about this, and I know everybody else has too. But at the end of the day, like we were talking about earlier, if you're going to go 16 teams or 14 or leave it at 12, it doesn't matter. Take the poll, take that last poll, and whoever's in the top 12 or 14, 16, whatever bracket you're going to, then go ahead and get them in there. And then once we start playing those games, I think after each round, we reseed after each round. And I think that would be the best thing that we could do for college football right now as far as the playoff format.
Yeah.
The question is, what poll do you use? Or do you use a combination of polls?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the committee is the way they've talked about it. The committee's still going to be in charge. There's another side to this too, that chances are they seem to be still trying to act like they're going to do this whole Deloitte deal. Damn it, Marcus, I'm on.
I don't want to see the damn sniveling committee being the ones to pick them.
Well, I think they definitely need to do a better job of picking the committee members if they're going to do it. But I wouldn't mind. Look, I've said this before. Hell, the BCS computers weren't really generally that far off. I don't remember a ton of. I mean, I know people bitched all the time, but they always
Right.
bitch. That's what's
But
so right about college football right now.
just do what's best. It doesn't matter who's bitching. Just do what's best to get the best teams in. That's it.
This is what college
It's not
football
that,
is
it's not
people
that
bitching
friggin'
about
hard.
college football. People have been bitching about college football since as long as I can remember.
Yeah,
It's always
absolutely.
the end of the world. It's always the end of the world. We're on the deathbed. Meanwhile, they're making more money than they've ever made before. At some point, you would like to think that they're gonna do what's right if for no other reason. I don't give a fuck about whether or not they think they're doing what's right for the sport. You're gonna lose money here at some point if you don't figure this shit out.
Yeah. Well, and even worse than losing money, they could lose college football fans as a whole, because if they do what you and I have been talking about,
Yeah.
it's going to be the Big Ten and the SEC, and everybody else is going to be left out. And what does that do for college football? I can tell you, it kills it.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's where they're headed, but I do know this. I know that Sankey said today that he's got conference presidents in the SEC that are openly asking, why are we still in the NCAA?
Sure.
That's on its way. That is
Yeah,
on
it's
its way.
I agree. Now, have you listened to Joel Klatt's deal on all this bracketology and stuff? Talking about having
He
a
said the same thing that
championship
Sankey said.
weekend.
We don't need a 16-team playoff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I heard that
No,
part.
but he was also talking about having like a championship weekend
Mhm.
where you had the number 1 seed versus the 2 seed, and the 6 versus the 3, and the 5 versus the 4. And those are the people that move. The winners move into the bracket type scenario. Now the only
Oh, you're
thing
talking
is
about
he
the play-in games instead of doing conference championship
playing.
games?
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like that may go away if it depends on how this all shakes out.
Right. No, I agree. But that's definitely a possibility out there. Which it goes away from what what we all have believed in, except for myself and Notre Dame, but the importance of the conference championships. But you know, the thing is, like you were
I mean, you
talking
can win
about,
a conference
Jason.
championship without having a conference championship game.
Yeah, yeah, you could. You could. Uh, I don't know. There's a lot of things that still could go on. I mean, it really. But you know what? Talking about what I was just talking about, championship weekend. But I'm not sure how it looks. I can see it in the SEC and the Big Ten, but what does it look like for the Big 12 and the ACC? I
Well,
don't know.
that's why I'm asking the question, and I hope JJ pops in because I'd love to hear his side of things, being an ACC guy.
Yeah,
And we may not agree with what he's got to say. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know what he's going to say, but I'd love to. I want to know because here's the thing. To me, I almost feel like if you want, it's. I don't think the Deloitte shit's going to happen. I just don't. It's wrought with lawsuit. It just smacks lawsuit. Nobody's fucking asking athletes a single thing about what they think about this shit and whether or not their universities should sign these ridiculous contracts that say that the schools cannot go by the state law in their state. They have to do what the college football commission says so. What the fuck are we talking about? What I mean, look, and I'll just say this, and Marcus said something about this the other day. I thought it was really smart. Keep doing this shit and keeping them out of it and watch them just go ahead and form a union anyway and fucking sit out and say, "Oh, okay. Oh, you think that you can tell us what we can make in NIL, which is endorsements? Cool.
exactly.
Cool. We're not coming. Go fuck yourself. Good
We'll
luck."
be there. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah. That shit, they're talking a big game and pounding that chest right now, including Oklahoma's AD, Joe Castiglione. I wish he'd shut up. But I'm just saying, it's the second that the players get the voice behind them, when they decide that they've had enough, this shit's gonna go up in smoke anyway. Everybody's worried. The people that are worried about the SEC, worry about them. Worry about them in the Big Ten if you want to. What you got to worry about is on the field. What you should really worry about when it comes to college football, I can guarantee you right damn now that players are not going to go back to not getting paid what they deserve. They're not going to. It's been decades and decades and decades of getting screwed over and watching coaches get to do whatever the hell they want, fly around on planes, millions and millions of dollars they're making.
Absolutely.
Nick Saban became one of the richest men in America off the backs of these kids, and he's bitching, talking shit.
Yep.
It's not the players' fault, folks. It just isn't. And again, I don't know. I think that I've been called upon to be that dude that says, shut up about the athletes. I just believe it.
Well, yeah. And you've said it over and over. Colleges, coaches have gotten filthy rich using athletes.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, look, and look, do I think that you need to find a way to, Kirby was bitching and moaning and complaining at SEC meetings today about the portal again. He does that a lot. We know. Again, look, do I think that you should probably have one portal period? I do. Guess what? I think that the players would probably agree to that if you collectively bargained with them, gave them a say.
But Jason, and I would
be up for that.
I would like the one portal period too, but again, we're all playing under the same rules when it comes to the portal,
Yes.
as far as the time frame.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you what, I'll tell you this though, it affected Notre Dame because of playing in the national championship. Uh, because your focus, when the portal's open, you've got everybody else that's not in playing in the championship, and they're working portal shit. Hell, you're over here. Whoever's playing the championship, shit, they're focused on winning the championship and less on the portal. So it can hurt you, but the essence of it all is we're all having to live by the same time frames and the same rules in the dealing with the portal. So, but again, to
I know.
me,
Yeah.
I think two open portals, and let's look at the time frames on those portals. But two would be plenty.
Purple Orca. Oh, I love this. You think it'd be really hard for them to have somebody fighting for their rights as athletes in college football? Is that what you think? Yeah, I find that funny. Agree to representation of somebody that's going to take care of you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it'd be tough, super hard. What the fuck are we talking about, dude? What are we talking about? I mean, sometimes, man, it's just I get it that you guys want to fucking kick into. I mean, Kim Hurst doesn't come around anymore because I shoot his ass down every time he does. He doesn't do anything but bitch and moan and complain about the athletes. He doesn't give a flying fuck about what the schools, the universities, the coaches, the NCAA doesn't care. Do whatever y'all want. Can't have it. Can't have this going on. Jeez. I got to tell you guys, it's going to be what it is. And it ain't going to get better for it. It's not. I'm going to tell you this. There's no, if that settlement goes through, fine. Watch and see the first time they shut down. And Deloitte's already said that 90% of NIL deals that went through their collectives and stuff like that, which was by the rules, would not be approved under their system. I mean, so that just goes to show you, okay, you're about to go to war with these players, and they will. It'll immediately get shot down. You're trying to get rid of litigation, but all you have to do is sign up for collective bargaining, and you don't have to make them full-on employees. You can just say they're contract employees. You can do all that. And that would get you, that's going to get exactly what these guys want, which is protection from lawsuits.
Exactly.
But they're not doing it because they don't want to do it, because they want to deal with kids a year at a time, no matter what Kirby's telling you today. They want to deal with kids a year at a time. If they didn't, they wouldn't be.
Well, in purple.
How are you going to get 1,000 players to do it? How do you do it in the NFL? Purple. It just, it's amazing to me that they're not going to do it. Fuck out of here, bro. You're crazy.
Well, you're talking, and I'm just giving an estimated number here, but you're talking about 15,000 Division I college football players. Mm-hmm. Purple Orca, go do some math, brother. You think you can get 1,000 out of 15,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you do the math. I think you'll get all 15. I think that they are going to become a part of it. And it's going to be what it is. The it doesn't have anything to do with how many teams there are. It's about the fact that the money is flowing through there and they're not getting their fair share of it. Or do they get to tell you how they're going to work for you? It has nothing to do with that shit. How many teams there are, how many players. The more players, the less I would put up with this shit. I mean, you've got more power. Literally, what you think would happen if they just decided to fucking walk out on a spring practice and say, well, whenever you guys figure it out, give us a call. Because we're not doing this shit.
You hadn't ever seen unions do that?
It happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's not out of the realm of happening.
How many, let me ask you one thing. Let me ask you this, Orca. Do you know how many people are in the Teamsters Union? Take a wild ass guess. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this one. Are you reading this?
Exactly.
Man, you got to wake up. You got to wake the fuck up, Orca.
I want $1 million too, Purple.
My Lord. You have to wake the fuck up. Do you think that you really think that that college football, the conferences, the coaches, that they have leverage here? They don't. And do you think that they would not do whatever? The reason that this shit isn't going to work is because they are going to continue to cheat and scratch and claw to get the best players in the country. You don't even make sense, bro. Just stop talking. Stop talking.
And you know what, Jason? I was actually off on my scholarship players in Division I football. It's a little over 19,000.
Yeah. What's up, Satterfield? Yeah.
I was using 15 as my number, but you're closer to 20,000, and you don't think you can get 1,000, Purple Orca?
Here's the thing. The second, I mean, how long do you think a walkout would fucking last? Because I'm going to tell you about 10 fucking seconds. When those presidents and coaches realize, holy shit, we got a $7 billion deal with the college football playoff, a $10 billion deal in the Big Ten. What is it? About $1 billion that you're getting over the next 6 years from NBC, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And we're ready to throw that away.
Yeah, we're just gonna chuck that out and let these dudes walk out because we don't want to fucking share any of it.
We'll go up onto
my left nut, dude. Because do you think that Fox and ESPN are gonna pay the same amount for JUCO and D2 guys? The fuck out of here! You gotta wake your ass up.
Purple, hey, let's move on from comments from Purple.
We're not talking.
Let's talk to people that are making sense.
Yeah, that's it. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong on that one. Coach Riggs, what up, dog? Good to see you.
What's up, Coach Riggs?
I don't know, man. And in the end, I don't even want to continue. I'm not even really talking about that so much as I'm saying, I don't understand why all this complaining and bitching is going on anyway. They're making all kinds of money, and all you hear out of everybody is how fucked up college football is.
And it's as good as it's ever been.
As it's ever been.
Money-wise.
It's as competitive as it's ever been. It's as competitive as it's ever been, and the money is flowing like never before. What's up? Brinsky? My guy. What you doing, man? The money is flowing
What's up?
Who's the greatest beneficiary of college football and what do they contribute? Coaches? University presidents? What do they contribute? Their fucking egos? I don't know. Their fucking oversized egos is got to be my answer to that, Garrett. Got to tell
What
you.
does college? The question should be, what does college football contribute to them? Millions,
Yeah.
millions. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they contribute.
Yeah. Bro, we're not listening to you anymore, Orca. You have lost. You are off the fucking reservation. You've been for a while. I'm definitely not I'm not arguing back and forth with you. You have no clue.
Yeah, you
Clown.
heard you hear what I say about
You've been
that.
smoking too much weed, bro. You gotta quit. You gotta put it down tonight. Just put it down for a little bit. Put it down.
It's too
Yeah.
late already.
I'm telling you, man. Well, who is? Yeah. Well, that's actually another good answer. Who's the biggest beneficiary? Sure, the NFL. But here's the thing: the NFL loves this, that they're willing to stay a little longer. And who in the NFL loves it? I'll tell you who. The players. Because that, NFL stands for not for long for the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And they ain't trying to lose their job anytime sooner than what they would normally lose it.
Exactly.
Now you're having opportunities for kids to make some money in college football where you never really did before. Yeah. So the players are like, hell yeah. Let them stay another couple of years. Hell, let them stay 7, 8, 9 years. Yeah, and they do. Some of them are. Some of them are. They were talking about that shit on Brisky, and then we were talking about that last week. These dudes are 7, 8, 9-year guys in. Son of a wild shit.
Jeez.
Crow says you make sense. Crow, I know you just because you pay attention. Get your boy, bro. Get your boy.
Yeah, please.
Another nice evening to watch some college football chat. Hey man, we appreciate all you guys being in there. How many people have hit that like button? How many? We've got
10.
over 90
10.
people in here. We only have 16 likes, and we've got 40 people in here in the YouTube stream.
YouTube stream.
Hit the fucking like. Tell you what, I'm going to a damn commercial until y'all hit the like. Hey, Jason Watkins here with Hall of Fame College Football. And if you are ready to back your favorite team, the Sooners, and fade that Texas hype train every Saturday this fall, there's only one place to do it, MyBookie. Right now, you can double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you sign up at hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. That's hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. Yep, 100% deposit bonus, and it takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Whether you're betting college football, rolling the dice in the online casino, or dropping a 10-leg parlay on SEC Chaos, MyBookie has everything you need. Bet anytime, anywhere, on the go, at the tailgate, or yelling at the refs from your couch. Just don't talk trash. Put your money where your mouth is. Hit that link, hofmedia.us/mybookie1000, and get your deposit bonus today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie and Hall of Fame College Football. All right, I'm going to check it again, and I will go back to the motherfucker if they don't have some likes in there.
Yeah, keep playing it. Keep playing it until we get some people hit the like.
So that added 7. We're still, come on, man. If you're in here, hit the damn button. Even hit the dislike button. I don't give a shit. Hit something. It's free. Keep it free. Come on, man. Hit the damn like button. What's up, Moosehead, Jimmy Satterfield, Crow, Seatbelt Mafia. Say hello to all my guys that I know hit the damn like button. I know Brinsky hit it. Purple, he's probably bitching about it, not hitting it. That ain't cool. Fucking cool. What else? Who else we got? Kimberly K was in here talking some smack earlier.
Kimberly
Love you,
K.
man.
I love me some Kimberly K.
Me too, man. She's awesome. She's awesome. Jake, what's up, man? Drew, my guy, Moosehead, all you guys, I love it. I love it. I love it. Like number 24. Keep rolling. Come on now. We have over 100 people watching. Hey, if you folks are watching us on X, we appreciate it. Make sure, if you're not going to pop over here, which would be cool, come over to YouTube, hit that like button. You can go back to X if you want. Come over to YouTube, hit the like button. But if you're going to stay on X, share it with your friends. Share the stream. We'd appreciate it. Yeah, I'll send you the link there, Coach. Hold on. Yeah, listen, in the end, man, I just wonder what the hell's going to happen here. Because I feel like I don't know what you're doing if you're – I'm not mad at the Big 12 and the ACC for being mad. I can't be. You know what I mean? I understand where they're upset about it, but I feel like, what do you do? Neilio, what do you think they should do? Do you think that they should hold out and just like say, fuck it? You know, we'd rather see it be just the champions and then 11 at-large bids? Or would you rather make sure that you get, 2 teams in every year? Because I don't think you're getting 2 teams in every year if you go the other route. I'll just tell you.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, Jason. If let's just say, for Neilio's sake, I'm going to use the ACC. Okay, so just because you know what the conference championship out of the ACC, where might they slide into the Big Ten or the SEC?
The conference champion? Who are the
even if whoever it is, let's say this
9-3 would have left 9-3 would have left Clemson's ass out.
That's that's what I'm trying to say. That's why conference championship, great, but just that doesn't mean when you're talking about the best 12 teams or 14 or 16, that doesn't mean shit when you say you're a conference champion. Now it might in the SEC and it might in the Big Ten. No, it not. I shouldn't even say might. It does in those two.
Sure.
But does it in the other conferences? And I'm including Notre Dame with the other conferences because they don't play in a championship. So again, where do you really fit in? So you better take those 2 slots and quit bitching.
Yeah. Well, and I think because I think they're talking about this private equity stuff, and I heard Bomber like okay with this the other day. Now I guarantee you, JJ comes in here, he's not going to be okay with that private equity shit, and he's in finance. He's gonna be like, nah. He ain't gonna do it. Yeah, where would Clemson, Indiana, and SMU have fit in the SEC? Well, Clemson, if they had the same record, which that's a big if because they went 9-3 in the ACC. Lisa, welcome to the show, by the way. I don't know that they end up at 9-3, but that would have left them assed out last year.
Yep.
At 9-3. Indiana, I guarantee you, Indiana doesn't have as good a record as Florida did last year, or Oklahoma probably.
No.
There ain't no fucking way.
No.
SMU played 2 decent teams and lost to both.
SMU.
Lost to both of them.
Yeah.
They lost to BYU at home. Now, I think BYU's a decent team. They shouldn't be beating a playoff team at their house.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's the best team that SMU beat. I think they got Louisville. Maybe Louisville?
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's about who has the power and leverage to get what they want and who doesn't, why we need a commissioner. And I don't know what to tell you there. A commissioner to do what? A commissioner to do what? What they're not really trying to get a full-on commissioner. They're trying to put a commission together to go after kids in their NIL deals. That's it. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. This is not. That's a look. I gotta say. I'm gonna say this one last time. I don't have a problem with pay for play. I don't care. Do I love the transfer portal? No, but I'm not under the impression that you couldn't fix it with. Well, I mean, if you just wanted to fix it and do a 2-year deal, they don't want to do that. They like being able to boot kids off their damn programs when they see somebody better. They like being able to do that, just like they always were able to with the scholarships. It's not new. It's not new.
Nope. It's old business.
So yeah, I don't know. It was losing to Clemson by a field goal. Yeah, Zofix, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. SMU is a giant sleeping dog. Let them sleep. I know they got shit tons of money. What has it ever done for them before? And look, if you are under the impression that the Deloitte deal is gonna like work, you would totally screw SMU because all they got is money. That's all they got.
Yeah,
they don't have any history other than being jackasses and completely getting themselves, erased from college football for a little while. And I mean, come on, man. It's a shit show down there in SMU. It always has been. And they think that, they're worse than Texas fans. They really are. Hey, look at here. Oh, Coach Ricks. In the house. Hold on a second. Let me get you guys in here. Shit, I should have had this one set up and ready. And the coach.
Coach Ricks.
Oh, shit.
What's going on, Coach?
What's up, brother?
Here's a little quick.
Not much, man. Not much. Listen to you guys speak the gospel.
It's getting wild, man. It's getting wild around here.
Hey, Jason, you absolutely right. They're not going to jeopardize losing money just so they can't share it. They're not going to do that. I don't give a damn what
the
they
money walks out the door when the kids do.
Hey, look.
Yeah, talking about D2 guys and the guys from D2 and JUCO will be here. Okay.
Hey, we're gonna have the replacement players.
Scabs ever worked before? When have scabs ever worked before?
So I guess
the D3 guys are ready too.
So I guess we're gonna have the coaches stay and coach those D2 players. So when you talk about players gone, coaches gone.
Right.
So I mean, come on, man. Let me guess, purple.
He's been smoking purple.
Yeah, I don't even look at his comments.
He's been smoking
From this point on, I hadn't even been looking at his shit. It's ignorance. Ignorance at its finest.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
And I know a couple.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna ask you something that was brought up yesterday. And get your opinion on it. Since you're a former coach, we have former coaches in the meeting. Let me ask you a question. How you deal with a player that got thrown out of a ball game and then went into the locker room and tore the locker room up because he was so upset? How would you deal with that?
That ass is gone.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring him in. And I'm going to suspend him indefinitely.
Okay.
And for those people, because I had a dad one time that I suspended his son indefinitely. Well, when I told his son that, he thought that meant forever.
Forever, yeah. Most do.
And indefinitely doesn't mean that. It means you're suspended until I decide you can come back after you're doing what's right
Okay.
for this team. You're still going to go through workouts. You're still going to do all the hard stuff. You don't get to go to games,
Okay.
and obviously don't get to play until the decision has been made that you can follow the rules and regulations of our program and also be able to deal with those at a game, officials, etc. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to suspend them indefinitely, and then we will let the players and the other coaches on the staff make the decision on whether that young man is ready to come back and play within the program. If he's not, it could mean forever, but he's going to get a chance. And by his peers, that's the biggest part. Is his peers are going to decide. And this, Coach. Kids are harder on the players,
Oh hell yeah.
on their teammates than we are as coaches. They'll be the first ones to say, you know what? Hell no, he doesn't deserve to be on our team, or he doesn't deserve to be playing.
Well, we got a board seat open now. We voted a certain coach out because the first thing he said was, and I'm gonna be honest, he said it depends on who it is. I don't give a damn who in the hell it is.
Hey, the kid I was just telling you about, I had just moved to the school district, and his dad was the board president of the Booster Club, which was a very strong booster club. And guess what? His ass is the one that got the suspension.
Well, we can't go out there
It
and
don't
try
matter.
to teach schools and the administration how we want things to be conducted. And then we got a board member. His first question is, well, it depends on who it is. I don't give a damn if it's a 5-star, the coach's son, the AD son,
It
the
don't
dean's
matter.
son.
It doesn't matter if it's my own damn son.
It
Oh,
better be. You better get the best
hey,
ones. If you're going to do
hey,
anything, it better be to the best players.
if it's my
Exactly.
son, I'm gonna be 10 times harder on your
Yeah.
ass if it's mine.
Exactly.
Because I can do some more damage away from the program.
But the dumbass that you just mentioned, it depends on who it is. Well, it's my son. It's okay then. But that's golly, what a terrible statement.
I mean,
It
it caught
depends
us all
on
off
who
guard
it is.
because that's that. But see, Coach, we live in this world right now, man. We let people slide because of who they are. We let folks slide. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hijack y'all's show and topic. I just want to
No,
ask
but
this
that's very
question
true.
because it got the whole board thinking, okay, are we really going in the right direction? Or are we still stuck and going backwards? Because coaches let guys that are 5-star or players that do good just run amok and do whatever they want to do.
Well,
There is no standard.
but that only lasts for so long, bro. Think
Well,
about that.
it
Think about
lasts
Jimbo.
where
Think
you
about
are.
Jimbo's. Look what Jimbo was pulling. That
Yeah.
shit doesn't fly, man. If you
Well, it's
don't
just
have discipline in your freaking locker room, and if you don't discipline your best players harder than everybody else, you're fucking crazy.
well, it sets the next coach up to clean up your shit.
Well, yeah, because you're gonna fuck it up. You're not
Because
gonna be there very long.
look, man,
You're not gonna win. That's the whole point. If you can't, we talk about culture a lot, right?
Yeah.
You start talking about Oklahoma and what we feel like that inside that locker room is, right? Same thing. I would say the same thing is going on at Notre Dame right now. They probably have better culture than they've had in 25 years. Easy. Okay.
Right.
Places like, but I'm telling, and you can go through these national champions from the past 25 years. Go through which one of them had culture that the kids ran amok.
Yeah.
The best players acting stupid. I mean, sometimes kids are going to be kids. They're going to get in some trouble.
Yeah.
Right. But you're not going to win if you're not all pulling in the right fucking direction.
Yeah, you got to be. And the thing is, guys, when we talk culture and we talk about things like you're talking about, Coach Ricks, is the kids are watching.
Yeah.
The kids are watching, and they learn that shit. If he don't care about that and he's not going to handle that the right way, then I got to tell you, I had a linebacker that was pretty damn good linebacker, one of the better linebackers I had in my time of coaching. And one day at practice, he went off, threw off his helmet, threw off his shoulder pads, and it was, fuck you, coach. Fuck this program. Fuck. Hey, you know what? We're going into this first round playoff game, and guess where his ass is?
On the sideline, eating
On
popcorn.
the sidelines.
You only get
That's
you only
wasn't
hey
on a
hey
freaking Greyhound bus headed back home.
you only get
And
one fuck you to me. You only get one.
exactly. Well, and you know what? Him standing on the sidelines was my fuck you. No, not fuck me, but fuck you. You're standing on the sideline.
Had you let him play, how does the rest of the team respond to that if you
Thank
allow
you,
it?
Jason. That's what I'm saying.
You lose the team.
Yeah,
Immediately you lose that football team.
You lose the team.
yeah, absolutely. Hey, it's
And I
okay
mean,
to do that.
again,
And you know what? How many more times is that going to happen to me from then on? Because from then on, people are going to say, hell, he did it. I can do it. And I'm still going to get to play.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I got one more thing, Jason, for you. And like I said, I had to ask because you two guys, I value y'all's opinion more than anything. I had a question on my show earlier today, and I want to ask you guys that question because I think Coach might put it in a better way. And Jason, you might do it the same. All right. So can I read y'all this question and y'all give me an answer?
Sure.
All right. Question was, what's going on, Coach? This question might be one of the toughest questions you and Bishop might have to answer. My name is Timothy Moore. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. We had a discussion today at work, and I wanted to know what you and Coach think. Put these legendary coaches in order from first to last. Okay. These are the names that they gave me: Pat Summitt, Nick Saban, Bear Bryant, Dean Smith, Mike Krzyzewski, Patty Gasso, Joe Paterno.
Before I answer this, you know
Okay.
what they all have in common?
What?
They didn't fucking play. They did not play. Hey, fuck around and find out. And
Pat Summitt played.
No, I'm not saying they didn't play the game.
They didn't take no shit.
they didn't mess around. Yeah.
They didn't take no shit. Yeah.
They put up
Oh, yeah.
with shit on their players. Fuck out of here, man. Coach K seemed nice and meek and quiet. Hey, man, you ever been around him?
Dude, he's
Bobby Knight. He's just not as loud.
He's Bobby Knight in a suit.
Right. He is, bro.
But
and I love Coach Knight, by the way. And the players that played for Coach Knight love Coach Knight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because he'll fight for him. He'll fight for him, but he won't take no shit.
He pushes them to places they've never been before. Yeah. And it's the same thing that Coach K did. They all wanted to play for Coach K. And Dean Smith. Dean Smith was quiet. You think he put up with bullshit? Hell no.
So,
but they saw the same person day in and day out.
That's right.
They saw consistency and expectations were high, and it wasn't just I'm getting on your ass and I'm not getting on his ass. It was across the board, and they were consistent and the high expectations, all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, every one of them. And I don't even know that man, it's easy to, you could pick whoever you want to pick. I'm just going to say, I think we're great. Patty, look at what Patty is about to
do.
Damn likely she might win 5 in a row here. And this was the year you should have been able to get them.
Yep.
Bunch of freshmen and sophomores.
Agreed.
There's some names
running through your ass.
That's not on there. What about Gino?
Oh, there's
You know what?
definitely some names. Yeah.
Listen,
UConn.
there's a lot of guys. I mean, you can't listen. I think we're going to leave out names no matter what. I think that Saban's got to be right up there. I mean, everything he's done.
This is what I had.
But
This
I
is what
tell
I
you what,
had.
Bear Bryant wasn't no joke either. And I'll tell you another one.
What's-
Barry Switzer.
Dude, there's some names. Like I said, out of those ones that they emailed me, this is how I put it. I put Nick Saban, Bear Bryant. I'm not gonna lie to you. Patty Gasso, Pat Summitt, Dean Smith, Mike Krzyzewski, and Joe Paterno. That's how I had it.
I mean, I don't. Yeah,
because before this whole thing,
I'm not
to
putting
me,
up
Pat Summitt was the greatest female basketball coach I've ever, because she introduced the boys playing against the girls in practice. She introduced that.
Coach, you want me to give you my list right now?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Spangler, did you play for Bobby Knight? Did you play for Bobby Knight? Because I'm going to tell you something. I covered Bobby Knight, and yeah, he was a prick.
Let's see. First one.
I got along
I'll tell
with him
you.
because I got along with him because I didn't care that he yelled and bitched and complained. I mean, shit.
Yep.
I've been in the military. That ain't shit. I'm going to tell you this, though. If he respected you like he did his players, find me some players that hated him, because there ain't many.
Now, there's a few. There's always some.
There's always going to be some, but
there's always those
that it doesn't work out.
There's the whiny ones.
The weak-minded ones.
Thank you.
Look, and it's easy to sit here from the outside and say that Bobby Knight was a piece of shit. If you don't know him the way that a lot of people do, you can say all that. But I know one guy that walked on and started from day one when he was at Tech.
Yeah.
Say something shitty about Bobby Knight in front of him, he'll beat your ass.
And I got to tell you guys,
him in a freaking Naismith contender and Big 12 Player of the Year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tell you though, I was never a Bobby Knight fan. I just didn't like him. I just didn't like him.
Listen, man,
he's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
But
you know what?
He wears that fucking badge proudly. I promise.
He does. Yes. Yeah. But he is a winner. That's the bottom line. And talking about, who are some of the best coaches? Hey, I won't disagree with that.
Well, I'll tell you what. There hasn't been another undefeated champion since his team at Indiana.
So
hadn't been another one.
No, there probably won't be. But Jason, try. I want to see yours. I want to hear yours.
I mean, Coach K's got to be right up there. Pat Summitt's got to be right up there for me. I would definitely. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's easy because here's one thing I was saying. This is going to be an unpopular take, particularly for Alabama fans. 14 playoff made it easier for Saban to do that.
Yeah.
He didn't have. There's not going to be anybody winning 7 national championships in this era of college football. There's not. And I'll tell you, Bear Bryant did it over a longer period of time.
Can I ask you guys a question?
And I don't even know that I think that they're the only two. I mean, there's some really. I mean, look, man. Yes, call him the GOAT. He's won more natties. He's the GOAT. Fine.
I had someone on the show say that Joe Paterno should not be on the list.
I'm good with that one. I don't want him on that list.
Due to the scandal.
Oh, yeah.
He should not be on the list.
He was allowing it. He knew about it for a long time, man.
Then you had some that said...
I have zero respect for Joe Pa.
Bud Wilkerson. You had some that said Bill Belichick. You had some that said... There are some people that said Phil Jackson. You had people...
should be right in there.
There's people that... They were throwing names. I'm like... But they were like, Coach... I was like, I'm only answering the fucking question. Yeah, I can add names now, but... I mean, it was a question, but
okay. I'll answer the question. I mean, give me the name.
I think you can't make a list without Geno being on it. I don't give a damn how you feel about UConn. That's 4 years straight.
We talk about assholes. He's an asshole.
He's a damn sure asshole.
Oh, dude, one of those guys.
And a winner. Isn't that Hey guys,
Another winner. Another winner.
hey, now
Say
listen
it.
to what we're saying. There's
Yep.
a commonality in assholes and winners.
Winners. Yeah.
You think about how many of those people that are winners, coaches, and how many people say, "Oh, he's an asshole."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy Johnson.
And
Yeah, I
We're
can see
looking at
Jimmy
one.
Johnson.
We're
Yeah.
looking at one right here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
He left.
Oh. Andy Reid ain't there yet.
Oh,
He's
come
getting
on,
there.
man.
He's getting
Come
there.
on, man.
He's getting
He's
there.
not the best football coach of all time. Come on,
He's
bro.
getting there.
Stop it.
But somebody thought that I was gonna put Patty Gaskell first, and I was like,
Listen,
well, after Nick Saban, she got to be there because
John
you're
Wooden
talking
should
about
be in the talk too,
John Wooden. Dude, we 11 straight. Come on now.
bro. Nobody else did.
I mean, but it's just
Kilmer. I
yeah,
love
come
it.
on, man.
Yeah, fuck you.
But we can add names all day, every day, and it just
oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
I
there's
agree.
a lot. There's a lot. I feel like Joe Paterno should not be on there
He's not
because
on my list. He's not on my
I
list.
mean
Piece of shit. As far as
before I say Joe Paterno, I would say Lou Holtz before I would say Joe Paterno.
Oh yeah,
Bobby Bowden way before.
Bobby, oh shit,
Bobby
Bobby
yeah.
Bowden. I mean,
Yeah,
so
the
like I said,
list
there's a
goes on.
lot.
Oh, bro, come on.
So
Jimmy Johnson.
I just wanted to add,
I mean,
ask that.
listen, he never was beat. He got his ass handed to him by Switzer every time he played him.
Yeah,
Handed to him. Put his
You know
head
who
on the platter and gave it back to him.
and
You know.
then he handed him. Then he was handed a great Cowboys team. To Switzer.
Oh, sure.
You know a name that is not being mentioned that is he's very underrated?
Bill Walsh.
Osborne.
Tom Osborne was fantastic.
Tom Landry.
You talk about a good person too. Tom Osborne was.
Yeah.
I got nothing bad to say about that man.
Could we say Charles? Could we say Steve Spurrier?
Oh, he was damn good.
Could we say that? I mean, he's put down Lou Holtz and Steve
Walker
Spurrier.
was a bad dude, bro.
He was pretty good.
The one thing I have about this, Sooner for life. Thank you for bringing it up.
47-0. Thank you, Sooner.
Hold on. You said 47-0. But if we're going to say Bud Wilkinson 47-0, what about Patty going 75-0? So
listen,
because they won 61.
Preach.
They won 61, and then the following season they lost. They won 14 before they lost to Baylor, and then went on another 60-something. So
this is unprecedented what she's doing right now.
368 and 12.
Unprecedented.
368.
You know that in the last 5 years they've not been run ruled. They've only lost 2 games in a row, like twice.
This is the first time they lost a series in 5 years. This year.
Last year.
I thought it was this year.
They lost to Okie Light and Texas last year in a series.
I could have swore they said this year was the first.
I tell you what, but again, they still didn't lose back-to-back games. They don't. I mean, it's unbelievable what they're doing.
I don't know what she's doing, man. She's doing something, man, that is like, and I hate using this word because it's, some people that are very religious, they get upset. This is very godlike.
Well, in the term of sports,
yes,
she's
because it's something that don't happen.
You can't just put. You can love football and say football's more important and it's more meaningful because of what Nick did. You can do all that if you want to, but the truth is, she's doing her job better than anybody I know.
What about?
And I agree. I agree 100% with that statement, Jason. I do want to say to back up what that statement was. There's a lot of different variables when you talk about every sport. I don't care what sport it is. You're talking many different variables.
It takes a lot more football players to win a championship. You got to, absolutely.
Right. But at the end of the day, what she's doing is absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
All right, Coach, answer this question then. Is the 4-team CFP easier than the Women's College World Series to win a championship?
You got to win 2 games.
Versus when you got to win 16 to win it all in softball. So I mean, I'm just all thing I'm telling you guys right now is what was thrown at me.
I don't
I
like to
can't compare
compare
it.
sports like that.
Okay.
Really, I don't think it's really fair to do it either.
I was gonna say it goes back to what I was just
But
saying.
again, and like
Different variables and
I mean, they beat UConn's record and number. I mean, but they're different sports. Again, I would say they won more in a row than UConn did.
Yeah,
100 and something in a row. Come on, bro.
Dude,
I mean, what are we doing?
it's insane.
But the point is, it's wild, man. It is. It's wild. But you have to go back and you got to think. I mean, look, Vince Lombardi. Look at what they were doing before the merger.
Yeah.
They were eating everybody alive. Like literally eating everybody alive. They had already won like 5 championships before they won the first 2 Super Bowls. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
No, I tell you what, just talking about this, guys, makes you stop and I mean, you forget people that were great.
Dude.
And
When
it's
that question
so
came,
not cool to do it too. You know what I mean? It's like it's like the GOAT debate with basketball. I mean, look, man, I could kill that debate real quick. I think that, Brendan Haywood did a great job of it, saying what Michael did, MJ, those 4 years. But I'll just say this. That's subjective because it's a different freaking game.
Yep.
And I hate that. I don't like comparing Michael to LeBron. I don't even think they're the same player.
Nope.
I don't think they're kind of the same player. I think that that LeBron, if you want to compare him to somebody, he's Magic. And Magic was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I hated the Lakers. Magic was ungodly. Kareem, ungodly. Dude, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh my Lord.
Oh my goodness.
People, they forget about Hakeem a lot.
They called him the Jamaican
Bro,
assassin.
you can't do it. You can't
the footwork. It was just insane.
Phil Jackson is definitely a man. And again, that's fair. 11
titles. Yeah. 1 as a player, 10 as a coach, and 1 as a player.
Yeah. It's pretty dope.
Hey, man.
Unbelievable. But again, the sport's not the same. Climb to the top, totally different. I agree.
Yeah.
But the point is that these are the people that have done it on another. I mean, look, if you go back and look at softball in the past, Cadrea at Arizona, he was unbelievable, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the lady's name at UCLA? Or was it I don't even know who it was, to be honest with you, but they were unreal too. UCLA they still have more championships than everybody else.
Yeah.
But what she's doing and the way she's doing it, this is different, man. And she built it from zero, from nothing. She built it from nothing. The Dream was a bad dude, man. He was a bad dude, bro.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not a big LeBron fan either. And I'm a Jordan guy. Jordan was that guy.
Yeah.
But again, it's not really fair to compare anybody over, certainly out of different sports. I mean, that's kind of silly. But over different eras in the same sport, it's just not the same shit. It's just not the same shit. And like you talk about Bill Russell, look, man, I understand he was a great defender. I'm no disrespect to Bill Russell. He couldn't hold Wilt's jock. People don't realize how really good Wilt Chamberlain was, bro. Wow. He was on.
You talking about Sue Incris for UCLA?
I think so. That sounds right. How many championships she got? Candrea led it.
12. She got 12 at UCLA.
She got 12? Oh, 12.
Shit. 82, 84, 85, 88, 89, 90, 92, 95, 99, 203, 204, 210, and 219.
Damn.
Yeah, she has 12. And then she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runner-ups.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Shit.
That's absolutely
That's like
crazy.
Jack. Hey man, when people start talking about Tigers the GOAT, easy now. Easy now.
That was a joke.
I gotta tell you, because I gotta tell you, as good as Tiger was, man, not only does Nicklaus have more majors, he's got more second places in majors. I mean, Tiger either won it or didn't fucking make the cut most of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of people make it's so easy for people to just say Tiger, 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 easy killer. Jack was that dude. Jack was that dude.
You have to that was who Tiger looked up to. So you got to start looking at.
Yeah, he doesn't say he's better than Jack. And
No.
so, you know, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a huge Tiger fan. I respect him. I respect what he did for the game tremendously. And I think that he's probably the most talented player ever. But greatness is a different deal, man.
Yeah. That's a game of skill and mind and will. I mean, you.
Yep. Yeah, and Nicklaus is the one that said it. It's the 6 inches between your ears that matter the most.
I just wanted to ask you guys that, man. That was
off, man. It's a fucking mind fuck all day long. It is a mind fuck all day long. The Hayes fan because of Jose Canseco. Are you? Hey, I gotta tell you, man. I'm not gonna tell that story.
That dude used to crack me up, man. I never saw a man wear tight pants like his ass.
Jose's a different dude, bro. I'm just gonna tell you that. I met him. I know him. I know him from Vegas, and he's a different cat for sure.
Good time.
Yeah.
So sorry to change the topic on y'all show.
No, you were good, man.
I'm glad we were sick to death of talking to freaking about what we were. But no, let's see.
But no, what you're talking about, man, is actually true.
Jack was considered the bad guy in those days. He was starting to get to the national golden boy, Arnie. Yeah. Well, and I think Arnie is great in his own right. He didn't have shit on some of those other players, though, man. He never did. But what Arnie was the perfect gentleman, and he was the perfect ambassador for the game of golf when he was there. He won his share of tournaments, but he wasn't. The dude wasn't close to Hogan. The dude wasn't close to Jack. He just wasn't. He wasn't as good as, I don't think he was as good as, hell, he damn sure wasn't as good as Tom Watson. People forget about that guy, too. Let's see, Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan was a beast.
Unbelievable. Whoa. How about Ricky and Mark in that damn picture? Hey, bro. Back in those days, of the A's, they had Eckersley and Stewart, by the way. Dave Stewart was unbelievable. But Eck, you weren't hitting him. Except the Giants did. They beat the shit out of them in that series.
I'm trying to figure out.
So did they lost to the Dodgers and the Giants in those series. They should have never lost the World Series.
Well, nobody talks about Randy Johnson.
No.
What do you mean?
I just said, all I always hear is Nolan Ryan. I'll never hear about Randy Johnson.
Bro.
That dude.
Listen, I'm not a baseball circles dude, but I remember the dude. Holy shit, he stepped off the plate and he was almost to you.
Yep. Him and Kurt Schillings and all them guys, man.
Schilling.
I used to love some baseball.
Food coloring on that sock, man. Fuck Kurt Schilling.
So he wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt.
I ain't down with that cat. Tiger was a failure on the prowling front, just bad. So yeah, listen, man, he definitely. Hey, I'm
Man,
not.
look,
I'm gonna stop short of. I'm not. I
yeah.
don't dislike Tiger because of that. I don't love him because of that. I think that Tiger was brought up in a way that he became his pops.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all it is to it.
But the Duke, he was unbelievable.
The Braves had some good pitchers back. Oh yeah, Smokes and
They need
all
to
them
give
guys
Paul
and
more time. What are
Glavin.
you
And
talking about?
that was
I
my
like
team right
Paul
there.
Keens. My Pirates not good right now. Oh yeah, they're trash. They've been trash. The 90s Braves were unreal, man.
Glavin and Smokes and all them, man, they were just
They didn't win enough
shit.
World Series either, but man, where
No.
they came from, I mean, I remember you always remember the Braves because of TBS. I mean, they were always on, but they sucked forever. Trash.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were just really good. Dave Justice.
Yeah. Gretzky. Yeah, all them, man.
Terry Pendleton, guys like, dude, they were unreal. Chipper Jones. All right, we're gonna do another quick commercial before we get out of here. Be right back. Are you tired of your game day gear looking like it's stuck in the offseason? Well, step up your fandom with Hall of Fame College Football's official Fanatics partner store. Whether you're a diehard Oklahoma Sooners fan like myself, bleeding crimson and cream, or you rep another one of the SEC's heavy hitters, Fanatics has you covered. Shop thousands of officially licensed hats, jerseys, sideline polos, and exclusive championship merch from the entire Power 4 and Group of 6 too. All shipped directly to your doorstep and fast. Want to gear up like your favorite coaches and players? Are you looking for that perfect tailgate tee or a statement piece for your man cave? Fanatics is your one-stop shop for authentic college football gear from everybody that plays the game. So do yourself and your team a favor. Click our link in the description or simply log on to hofmedia.us/fanatics. That's hofmedia.us/fanatics. And you can shop everything that you want for the best prices of the day right on our Fanatics partner page. We're back.
Look at you, little marketing genius.
Shit, they ain't making no money. I'll tell you what, that one, this is kind of a waste of time other than I think I might have made $150 all time out of Fanatics. They don't pay great. Here's the cool thing about Fanatics. You get great deals.
Mm-hmm.
So my commission is going to y'all on the deals that they give. If you use a Fanatics partner, there's other guys out there that do it, right? If you use the Fanatics partners link, you can't get a better deal no matter what. You can't. Every day. Whatever the deal is that day, it's the best deal you can possibly get on that store. And I mean, they got more stuff than everybody, man. They do. They have more stuff.
They do.
I love it. It's my favorite. I enjoy having that marketing, that affiliate marketing deal, because any money I have made, I just put it right back into hats and shit. This is how it is. I love it. Neilio, I love this. I love the Seinfeld references that Neilio comes in with. That Jane Mansfield has some big breasts.
Let me show you a payment, Jason, that I received.
Oh.
Someone didn't have cash.
Oh.
But they gave me.
Bro.
Oh, look at that.
Baker Mayfield. And it's 14 cards in here, and it's all from when he was in high school all the way up to the NBA, to the NFL.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
That's better than.
Hey, man. And
$100.
Baker, he just keeps on shutting people down. All that shit people were talking about him in Cleveland. Now they're talking about Deshaun Watson the same.
Man, look. Cleveland's a shit show anyway, man. Look, you ain't won a game
for having to go there, and DG, poor bastards.
But he should be not a god, but he should be well. You didn't win a game in 2 years. He gave you your first win, and then took you to the playoffs, and you treat him like that.
Won a game there too.
For what? For what? And then you give somebody, which I'm not going to get on to Deshaun. and his little whatever, but you give him a guaranteed contract and he ain't done shit.
Oh, I know, dude.
Now,
No, he's played what, 10 games, 10, 11 games or some shit like that?
10 games in 3 years. And you gave him how much money guaranteed?
$230.
Shit.
First guaranteed contract in NFL history.
You need to fire whoever did that.
Hey, I got a question to pose to you two.
Let's do it. Yeah, bring it up.
Bring it.
So first ball game for the Irish this year is against Miami.
Ooh, I like this game.
We've got Carson Beck, a Heisman Trophy candidate, and we have Jeremiah Love, a Heisman Trophy candidate.
And you're in Miami, right?
In Miami. Who do you see? One of these guys will fall out of the Heisman contention after this ball game. Who do you believe it'll be?
Carson Beck.
And why do you think that?
Because I think they're going to roll over their asses.
Do you really?
Is he healthy?
Hell yes, I do.
They say he is. I don't know. I don't know
They tried
whether
to
to buy
lose to
that.
Virginia Tech and Cal at the start of last season. I mean, they squeezed by a bunch of games, but they didn't have a bunch of good games to start off with, and they were struggling. They lost to Georgia Tech. They lost to Syracuse. Now, I think Syracuse is a pretty good football team. Georgia Tech had a pretty good football team, too. I still don't buy it.
He's not as mobile as what they lost. So
I don't believe in Mario Cristobal. I think he's the worst game day coach in the country. Stop, Norman. Damn.
Is Coach, I'm gonna say this. I will always take a better running back with a running game over an unproven quarterback any day of the week.
Well, and I not to say that Carson's unproven because he's good.
Played in some big games. He's
been big. He's been big. But I'll just say that I think it's overblown how bad he played last year. Hell, they'd lost 2 games.
Thank you, Jimmy. Will Beck be healthy for that game? That's my main question.
He left that game against Texas with his arm hanging on the ground. It wasn't.
And my question is, if we get a healthy Carson Beck, and again, the next question is, do we get a healthy Jeremiah Love?
Well,
then we
I know he was hurt at the end of the year, but it was minor. It was just, I mean, you know.
Sure.
If we say those two cancel each other out, what's the defense like? We already know what the defense is.
That's why I mean, forget about the
that's it.
You should have just asked, why do I think they're going to roll? I think they're going to roll over because I think they got the best defense in the country, probably. One of them anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
I do think they have the best offensive line in the country.
Yeah.
And I know that Mario, that's what he does, is offensive line. That's who he is. But I'm just saying, y'all can beat the shit out of them, man.
I'm gonna solve this real quick. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna tell you the reason why they're gonna beat the shit out of them. I'm gonna try to make sure I get the stat right.
Come on. Spill it.
I'm gonna try I get this stat right. All right. Georgia Tech ran for how many yards on Miami? Any question?
Ain't the same.
and if Georgia Tech can run for that many yards on Miami,
and I'll just say Cam Ward is better than Carson was.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
People don't realize how good Cam was, man. Because literally, they should have lost 3 games early. They really should have.
Yeah. No, Cam Ward he's
unreal, man. He was unreal.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell of a player. There's a reason he went number 1, and he was a fucking walk-on at Incarnate Word.
Here it is, right here. Here it is, Jason. The Yellow Jackets outrushed the Hurricanes 271 to 88.
That's over, dude. Again. I can guarantee you they won't get 8. They're not going to get 88 on Notre Dame. No way.
Well, and I tell
Maybe
you
they
this,
do, but they won't get 100.
I tell you this, and
They're gonna beat the
people
shit
can
out
call
of
me crazy, and they will call me crazy. I think Carr outperforms Beck in the ball game.
I don't think that's crazy, dude.
You got better weapons.
This is a kid that grew up with a football surgically attached to his hand. For fuck's sake,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, he was born. He
Around
came
one
to
of the
foot,
best coaches in the country.
when he was born, the football came out first, and then he came out.
And listen, I think people sleep on him because I think people sleep on Notre Dame.
Oh yeah,
That dude, watch his film. It's real.
Yeah.
And listen, I like your other quarterback too. I think he's a stud.
I like both of them. Minchie.
I think Minchie is a stud.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to play much.
When Notre Dame has this stigma of being more of a running team.
They haven't
So
won
people
since
don't-
1988.
people-
So I mean,
People don't look at them as a passing team, but
Well, they haven't
they're
had
gonna shock some
receivers.
Because we haven't been.
people.
Not since like Clausen, man. Have they thrown that well? But I
I'll
look
take
back,
it.
and I think it's been a while, right?
No.
I go back and remember look, we were talking about USC last week and all that,
Yeah.
Pete kind of owned you guys during that time, but Notre Dame was really good for a few years right there. USC had to the Bush push had to happen. You know what I mean? For them to win that one game. And there were some ballers. But shit, man. Who's been real deal at quarterback there since then? It didn't never seem like.
No, we've never
just
had.
didn't get that guy. He didn't never really get that guy.
You know why? Who was the coach?
He's shot in a different aisle.
Who, before
That's
it was
funny.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he couldn't get them guys there.
Well,
Why did he win and got?
Because he was too damn busy on the golf course.
I tell you what, though, he's got a hell of a quarterback now, and he had a hell of a quarterback a couple years ago too.
Well, he ain't got to go far to go. LSU gonna get, like you said, LSU got wide receivers and everybody in the damn. You can go and just pick up anybody.
They just walk out of the fucking swamp and put a helmet on. Here they go. Let's do it.
So the quarterbacks are the same way. You got weapons all around. Quarterbacks come there to LSU just for that.
Nuss is a stud, dude. Nuss is a stud.
Oh, I agree.
I hope we beat them this year finally, and we get them at home. It'd be great if they would win that game. Maybe you do. It'd be nice to, but man, something tells me that they're going to be really good.
Okay,
something
Jason.
tells me they're going to be really good.
Over or under? R. Mason Thomas will have more than 8 sacks.
Yeah, I don't think that you can double team him, or everybody else is going to get sacks. They have the best defensive line in the country. Without it, I'm there with that one.
Dude, we were reading out the roster.
I would agree.
And I shit, the second string is almost better than the first string,
bro.
There is no weakness.
No,
and that's a difference maker right there, guys.
Coach, when you can when you can bring in defensive linemen in waves and keep them fresh into the fourth quarter, forget it.
Coach, what's the first thing?
If they stay healthy there, Oklahoma could have a special season.
Yeah, they could.
It could be special. Now, I'm not ready to go predicting crazy shit. Not doing it. I know a lot of people are, but I'm telling you, OU isn't going to get pushed around this year. They're not going to get pushed around. Now, here's the question, and I've said this the last few days. I'm going to say it one more time. Here's the question about Oklahoma. First, number one, do you stay healthy? Because we know that there's some issues amongst that medical team. Okay? Do you stay healthy? That's the most important part. Number two, has Brent graduated? Has he, the learning curve coach talks about all the time, is he ahead of the curve now? Because
he better damn sure well be.
There's going to be some fucking close games, and you cannot keep
Can't
making the
piss down
same
your legs.
mistakes. You can't make the same mistakes and can't be afraid to make a call and all that kind of stuff. And Jimmy says over. Yeah, I think R. Mason goes over on that. Absolutely.
Here's my take on that, Jason, what you said about BV. I think BV learned from his mistake. I think going out and get Kevin Wilson was a great thing, because now you got another coach, head coach on your team that can advise you. And like I said, you trust him because you've been knowing him for I don't know how many years.
They're going to do the Matt Wells thing, like what they did with Matt. Whenever, and I mean that they won 10 games doing that. Whenever he was talking to his defense when they were coming off the field, because he was calling that defense too. Matt Wells was running the head coaching duties at that point.
Yeah,
because he had been a head coach. We know that. Hey, listen, he's been a head coach twice. I love it. I think it's an underrated move that he made there. An underrated move.
You got another coach on the defensive side in drilling.
Not even just drilling, dude. Wes Goodwin.
Dude, hey, I don't know if you saw the podcast, but I'm going to tell you. I don't care if they say something. Tell them I told you. Clinic was here last week. He said at the clinic to some people, some boosters, if he had to pick who he would like to play in the CFP, he wants Clemson.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He wants the smoke. He wants the smoke.
Dabo treated him like shit.
Dabo did him wrong. A lot of parents here are pissed off because
a lot of people that put that shit off on him that they didn't. I mean, come on. We know. Look, I know Dabo walks on water down there in Clemson, South Carolina.
They love him, Dabo. They love him.
I know he walks on water down there, but I mean, come on, man. He doesn't always win. I'm just saying, he doesn't always win. I'm not the biggest Dabo swing fan at all. I'm not.
This is going to be a big year for Dabo. This is going to be a telltale year.
Oh yeah,
they have more talent on this roster right now than they've had since 2020, 2019. Their last natty. Their
not only that
room is real. They got Matt Luke running. Finally, they're going to have an offensive line, because they had an offensive line. Matt Luke is one of the. Listen, BB's one. You got to say Matt Luke is like 1A. And your offensive line coach at Notre Dame, too, is right there with them. They're all right. I mean, we're talking 3 guys that are unbelievable offensive line coaches.
Well, he has no more excuses now. His fall guy, he let go. Yeah. So he has no more excuses.
No, I'm telling you.
Here's the thing. Yeah, well, you know what he'll do? If they don't win it, he'll blame it on the OC. He'll blame it on Cade.
But you know what, guys? I think he's about to run out of aces, making those, blaming people.
Stop.
He's you can when you've been successful, you can get through shit and blame others and blame others. But you know what?
Well, he was blaming a fan on the damn show, on his damn television show that night.
At some point, people finally say, the buck stops here and it's you. You are the head coach. And you know what? If you're blaming him, then you shouldn't have hired the motherfucker.
There you go, Coach. There you go.
Hey, Coach said it. Riley, do not talk shit about Big Dave in here. Big Dave is our boy. We all got love for him. Do not be trashing Big Dave in here. Nah. I will kick your ass right out of here. And hold on, y'all losing players too over there in USC land. Come on now. Starting up that shit. What's up there, John? Good to see you, my guy.
I think everybody
was a good hire. I think he was good, but I think Nate Dreiling was a hell of a hire. Hell of a hire. And these are the little things. I mean, look, you didn't need two linebacker coaches. You didn't. It doesn't hurt. It don't hurt to have those 2 guys.
Dude, look, when he came down last week, man, my brother-in-law was like, "Hey, Wes is here?" I said, "Yeah." He was like, "Dude, he is recruiting his ass off."
Yeah.
He's trying to get players.
Well, he's been one of the best recruiters in the country for a while now.
He was the number one recruit in the ACC the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
because Venables and them were gone, and he was still doing
dude,
the same shit. Come on, man.
that's
I like
why
Wes. I think it was a good move. I think you've got 3 defensive coordinators on staff.
Yep.
Honestly, 4. Yeah, you can't be forgetting. We can't forget about
Bates.
the safety coach. No, the
Hall.
Yeah, B. Hall.
Yeah,
he's a 3-time defensive coordinator, successful. Yeah, that's all. That's the other thing that Coach Venables has done such a really good job, right? Such a very, very good job of getting guys to do jobs that it's because they love him, though, and it's because they believe in what he is. But he's got guys that, I mean, dude, all those dudes could be head coaches. All those dudes on his defense.
Oh yeah,
all of them. He didn't even have them as coordinator.
Yep. No, you know this, Jason. I'm rooting for Brent. He's
bro. He's a friend of mine. Yeah. Big Dave is a friend of our show, of this show. He's a friend
sure
of ours.
Is.
Don't tell me it's because anything of hurting. I don't give a fuck about Lincoln Riley. Doesn't have anything to do with Big Dave. What are you talking about?
As family.
Come on, bro.
Exactly. You need to get a damn clue.
Come on, man.
I think you and Purple
they didn't
Orchid
add coaches. They didn't. They don't. They're good to go. They added coaches on the other side there, Cole. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Riley, are you and Purple Orca partners?
Coach, you crazy.
B Hall is also a very dude. Look at that safety room, stacked. We're all waiting to see Reggie Powers and Boganowski, and you still got Peyton Bowen and RSJ back there.
Peyton who?
You know who it is. You know who it is.
Who's Peyton
Coach
Bowen?
is not gonna say his name.
Shit, I done forgot that. I done forgot his ass. You know what, guys? In a nice way, fuck y'all. We don't give a shit.
Well, hey,
Riley, understand something. Big Dave is my friend.
Done.
But I don't know what. And he doesn't even hate on freaking Lincoln Riley. He's never hated on Lincoln to me, by the way. Never.
It is what it is. Hey, I got to get ready to go, guys.
He's also sent guys to play for Lincoln. You do realize that, right? Fucking dumb, bro. Come on. Oh, man. What's up? PBT for what? Huh? What's PBT for everybody on the show?
I can make up some names.
I was just fucking with you.
I can make it work.
PG, Coach, PG.
I got nothing. Listen, hey, here's what good friends can do. Here's what good friends can do. If he was trying to if he was trying to extol the virtues of Lincoln Riley, as a friend, I'd tell him, don't believe that shit because it's all bullshit. And I'll tell you as a friend, since you're hanging out in the show, stop believing in this guy. Just like I tell you as CJ, the same thing. Straight up reality. You can tell friends the truth.
You know what? I'm finally going to admit, I want y'all to keep believing in that goofy motherfucker. I want you to keep believing in him. Because he ain't
really going anywhere anytime soon. He's got a lot of money owed to him.
Although they don't want to play us anymore, but
yep.
I know, he's still going to take a lot of ass whoopings.
You know what? I'd love to. You know what? Let's get Dave on here and fucking see what he says to this shit.
Well, hey, before you do that, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I
roll.
got a meeting in the morning.
All right, man.
Hey,
But
appreciate you.
before
Tell
I
everybody
leave,
how to find you, man. Tell everybody how to find you.
hey man, you can find me, man, on Coaches Talk, man, on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, man. Me and Bishop Frank, man.
Tuesday, bro.
Before
right.
you,
I'm just balls, you know that.
But hey, I need you guys, man, to pray for me, man. Keontae, he just flew out today. He's heading to Portland, Oregon, to try out for the Portland Trailblazers and everything,
Oh,
man.
wow.
So he's gonna be down there. He's gonna be down there for a week. So he just wanted everybody, man, to pray for him.
He's feeling better and looking like he's ready to rock.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, he's back. He's ankles fully healed. Season's over here and everything. He's been training in Clemson. He's been training all over Charlotte. So now he's heading to Portland to try out for the Trailblazers.
Sweet.
So, oh man, I hope he gets it, but at the same point in time, I hope he don't, because then my daughter gonna be gone. So it is what it is. But she a grown woman now, so she can do what she want to do. But anyway, good seeing you, Coach. Good seeing you, Jason,
great
man.
seeing you, Coach.
Well, man, hey, I'm gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Hey, man,
Be good and stay
I
out
love
of trouble.
you, man. Be careful out there. We'll talk to you
No
soon.
problem, man. All right, y'all
Later,
guys have a good one.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
check me out in the morning. I got TK Cunningham coming on in the morning.
What time you gonna be on?
Same time, 10:15.
I'll get off at 12. So I might jump on everything if I can.
Shit, come on now.
You know, I always watch it.
Just don't miss
Always watch. Gotta get my little 2 cents worth.
Right.
All right.
Appreciate
have a
you, bro.
good night.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Bet.
All right,
See
man.
you later.
He will love Portland. Yeah, Portland's a wild ass place right now, but
It is.
It's a wild ass place right now.
Craziness.
Hey, man, you go play ball wherever you can go play, man. As long
That's
as you
exactly
can do
right.
it. Go do it.
Exactly
Curiosity,
right.
what do you say about Notre Dame being offered to continue the game in September, and reportedly they declined?
Yeah, why wouldn't you decline? You already got a bunch of pussies over there saying they don't want to play you. Why would you want to go another? Why do you want to go one more year? For what? One more year? If you want to fucking play, let's keep playing. I mean, it's that simple. One more year? What does that fucking do? Give me a fucking break. USC, bunch of pussies.
Weak sauce Lincoln. If it wasn't for Lincoln, Matt Rule would be the softest motherfucker in college football. But Lincoln does exist.
And I'm sorry, guys, for my language.
Don't be. Come on, bro. This is how we roll.
I do, though. I apologize that Lincoln's a pussy. I mean, that I said that word.
I love it. Soft as baby shit.
Yeah.
And that's the format.
One more year. Are you kidding me?
And that's the format. And USC sucks.
We'll play you one more year, but we don't want to play you anymore.
Dude, Notre Dame just signed a 12-year deal to play Clemson every year. They're not running from, you're running from them. They've been running
from Notre Dame.
Year. What a joke.
Oh, you're a dumbass.
It's so stupid, dude, that why do you shield for this guy? Why? And you literally believe him that it's Big Dave's fault that he's not recruiting California worth of shit?
Hey, Riley, if shit were brains and brains were shit, it would run out of your ears in massive rains.
I mean, literally, how do you shield for this guy? The dude is a slimy, lying piece of shit. He lies he never his fault, nothing. Come on, bro. I love the blaming it on Big Dave shit. I can't wait to tell him about this. I wish he would have a text message right now. It's Big Dave's fault. Shit. Fuck out of here, bro. It's Big Dave's fault. It's not that Lincoln just doesn't really care about recruiting the locals. He didn't do it at Oklahoma either. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna tell you insiders on that are all bullshitting for Lincoln Riley because they paid him $100 fucking million and they can't get out of it.
Hey, so insiders, since you want to talk that kind of shit, so insiders are saying, like Matt Leinart and many others are saying that USC is about to lose a great deal of funding because they're scared to play Notre Dame. Insiders. Oh, give me a fucking break, dude. You don't know an insider from an outsider.
They're weak, dude. They're just weak. And this is what he is. This is what the problem with Lincoln Riley. You guys will understand it at some point. I'm telling you, you're never going to win with this guy. You're not. You're not going to climb that mountain that you think you're going to climb with this dude that can't take any responsibility for nothing that happens in that program.
And how can they not see that? Look, their win-loss record has been plummeting. How can you not see that shit?
It's like, so Clay Helton didn't leave him nothing. Clay Helton, no, but he brought the best parts of Oklahoma's team with him. That he had turned Oklahoma into softness. We've seen all of this shit. It's not just because he left. I mean, he was slimy the way he left, but I'm telling you, man, I don't know why you can't see it by now. He's full of shit. What move would be happening with or without him? Yeah, no. You know what? He didn't want to go to the Big Ten either, just like he didn't want to go to the SEC. He runs like a scalded dog from competition.
Yeah.
He's softer than Matt Rule. He's softer than BK. He's softer than Dabo. He's about as soft as Gundy. Gundy and him are right there.
Him and Gundy and Rule are all fishing out of the same boat. Yeah, they're all softer as shit.
Whiny as hell. You have got, I mean, bro. Listen, we're blaming Big Dave. I love it. It's Big Dave's fault that we couldn't get Mateo to come to SC or anybody else that's been worth a shit in California lately.
I just can't wait to see how many more of them some bitches leave USC.
What was it? Out of the top 10 recruits out of California last year, 9 of them went to either Bama or Oregon.
So Riley, what fucking difference does it make? What rivalry that still isn't in state? What difference does it fucking make, dude?
Say that.
Quit making stupid ass statements.
Soft as baby shit.
Good. Hell, you might be Lincoln's son. Jesus Christ. What a
Tebow got him still snowed in over there, man. I don't get it.
Wow.
They're so invested in this dude. I got to tell you, I thought that, and I still do kind of think that this athletic director, she stashed away Matt Entz for a while at Fresno State because she knows she's going to have to go get his ass.
Wow.
She's going to have to. They're going to have to do it.
Well, I honestly,
it's NIL or it's somebody other than Lincoln. He just fired Benny Wiley finally because he kind of had to. There wasn't anybody else to blame at this point.
Wow. What a friggin'
What a joke.
Okay, I'm moving on.
the video you were talking about, Nagy having a big, Gabe Eichert having a big part in Nagy being at Oklahoma. Doesn't surprise me. I didn't really know that, but so I appreciate it, TP. Yeah. Look, there's no doubt about it that Gabe and Teddy have a lot of stroke within Oklahoma. They have a lot of power, and Gabe in particular has got big dollars. Gabe married very, very well. Married into the Loves clan. I mean, that was way to go, Gabe. Way to go. Now, listen, I think that they had to hit it off. You had to hit it off with BV too, right? South Carolina and Clemson ain't going away. Yeah, he's talking about that in-state bullshit.
Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat there, Coach Ricks. Appreciate you, man.
Coach Ricks, the man with the plan.
I've got one from Nelio too as well. Let me check it here. I'm sure I do. I had one the other day that I need to bring up, even if he didn't tonight. So, yeah. From the other day, he paid me. Here's for some late night smack talk and keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Nelio. You are my guy.
Nelio, you're a good man.
He is my guy, man.
Hey, pull up the one that he has on there right now, and it's not a super chat, but deserves to be talked about.
If Riley has a ton of pool, he ought to get those USC song girls to wear nothing but G strings on the sideline. Yeah.
Nelio!
He got a hair on his ass. That's why he don't do that. Straight up booty, I say. I tell you, that's one thing that USC's got plenty of is some hot chicks, man. Them and UCLA. They're the cheerleaders at the NCAA tournament, that one year when I was in Tucson. And that regional, they had multiple regionals playing that day. And oh my Lord, I was right there next to where the cheerleaders were. Gonzaga was wow. But UCLA, yeah, they took the cake. It wasn't really that close. It just wasn't really that close. Marry right or you will be sad. It's not wrong. Hey, listen, Coach excelled in this department. Way over his fucking batting average. Way.
Hey, amen, brother. Amen.
No doubt. Charles, man, my man. Appreciate you for the super chat, my guy.
Thank you, Charles. You're a good man.
It's like an unintentional insult. He married very well. Coach did well. Sounds like Nelio did too, even though she is a Missouri. Never mind. I didn't say that. She's been taking care of his ass for a minute. Bank of America been trying to get the same game played at Bank of America Stadium, $7 million per team.
You know why mine married me.
Yeah, okay. I think she's a freaking saint is why she married you, dude. The woman is a saint. She past life or some shit. She did some crazy shit. She's got to make it up.
She got to pay. Yeah, she got to pay her dues now.
Shit, dude.
Come on, Charles, man. I always like you. I think you're awesome.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Calling
him South Carolina is criminal. What do you call him? Crowlina? Oh, it's
Crowlina. Crowlina.
Yikes.
Oh.
That's funny, man. That's funny. All right, man. What else you got? Anything else?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Yeah, we've been going for a couple hours. We're getting a little hungry.
There's only two things I want to say. Texas sucks and USC sucks. Worse.
And that's the format, and USC sucks.
Josh agrees. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I'll just
people that are negative and voicing their opinion are the same ones that can't pay their own bills.
Fuck Gundy too.
Yeah.
And call your team trash. Because that's what they are, trash.
And we can't leave it without doing, hey, Riley. Hey, Nani. There's my mother. My mom.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, Cindy.
We're just out of it. We're just leaving, too. I'll call you in a minute, Mom. All right. Appreciate everybody coming in.
Love having you guys. Jason, how many likes did we end up with?
Oh, that's a good question. We still have over 100 people in here. In fact, right now we have still 30-something. Getting a lot more people on Twitter watching this. So, man, we've had 500 watchers. We've only still got 43 likes. You guys are killing me, man. You really are. You really are.
Hey, Ryder, you think we're missing the playoff, huh?
But we've got more than what we have in the room. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the ones that have. One more FU, Jason. Mike White, the Texas softball coach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
The brand has finally returned. Fuck your brand.
Mike White sucks. It's gonna be go and be. Oh, come on, bro. You just trying to get. Hey, I tell you what. I'm gonna get Big Dave on here. We're gonna talk about that shit. You're gonna wish you hadn't done that. We're gonna talk some shit. Big Dave's fault that Lincoln can't recruit. All right, Mom.
Okay.
Love you guys. Appreciate it.
Love you all.
I'm gonna run out of here on our newest commercial. I've spent some time on it, so here we go.
It's a good one too, Jason.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, Jason Watkins here with Hall of Fame College Football. And if you are ready to back your favorite team, the Sooners, and fade that Texas hype train every Saturday this fall, there's only one place to do it. MyBookie. Right now, you can double your first deposit up to $1,000 when you sign up at hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. That's hofmedia.us/mybookie1000. Yep, 100% deposit bonus, and it takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Whether you're betting college football, rolling the dice in the online casino, or dropping a 10-leg parlay on SEC Chaos, MyBookie has everything you need. Bet anytime, anywhere, on the go, at the tailgate, or yelling at the refs from your couch. Just don't talk trash. Put your money where your mouth is. Hit that link, hofmedia.us/mybookie1000, and get your deposit bonus today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie and Hall of Fame College Football. Are you tired of your game day gear looking like it's stuck in the offseason? Well, step up your fandom with Hall of Fame College Football's official Fanatics partner store. Whether you're a diehard Oklahoma Sooners fan like myself, bleeding Crimson and Cream, or you rep another one of the SEC's heavy hitters, Fanatics has you covered. Shop thousands of officially licensed hats, jerseys, sideline polos, and exclusive championship merch from the entire Power 4 and Group of 6 too. All shipped directly to your doorstep and fast. Want to gear up like your favorite coaches and players? Are you looking for that perfect tailgate tee or a statement piece for your man cave? Fanatics is your one-stop shop for authentic college football gear from everybody that plays the game. So do yourself and your team a favor. Click our link in the description or simply log on to hofmedia.us/fanatics. That's hofmedia.us/fanatics. And you can shop everything that you want for the best prices of the day right on our Fanatics partner page.